Good afternoon. I just woke up from a nap. I fell asleep for an hour and a half by accident. I can't believe it. Anyway, I just wanted to make a quick one today. I'm going to try and edit this on my phone. I've never done this before, but I'm going to give it a go. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick update before we went off to the invisible boyfriend's house. I've been very busy yesterday with Isabel cleaning out our shed. It was in a right old state. You won't believe the rubbish that's come out of here. I also found a nest. So, time for the tour of the shed. Right, so yesterday in this shed you couldn't get in because I had so much stuff on the floor. All the canes and poles and planks were higgledy-piggledy. There were plant pots everywhere. I have got rid of, yesterday, 5 bulging, enormous recycling sacks full of plastic things. Mainly like damaged plant pots and seed trays and trays to put plant pots in, because I used to do a lot of growing stuff from seed back in the day. I used to grow runner beans and broad beans and spinach and all sorts of things like that. I've also filled, well, semi-filled 5 rubble sacks, which I've got here. So a lot of that is just paint that's not good anymore. Some bits of timber that's not a lot of good to anybody. I still have to decide what to do with the entire window frame. That was here when we moved here. I have some canes, garden canes, not quite sure what to do with that. I'm not going to have a garden anymore. Likewise, I've got some tools that I just don't need. Got offcuts from stuff in the house. 2 entire doors that I took off as a young person, full of hopes and dreams, without really considering fire implications. So I'm not quite sure what to do with those, but they do fit in the house somewhere. This is what's left of this cupboard. Just, I think that paint might be alright, I'm not sure. There's a lot of it. Yeah, compost. Worst case scenarios, I could put it just on the garden, but somebody might want it. Perfectly functioning but very messed up hose pipe. No good to me in the new place, I don't think. Yeah, that's about it. Now this is the wasp's nest. Look, I'm not going to touch it. I flicked it yesterday because I didn't know what it was. I was like, is that part of the door? I never noticed that before. I flicked it and this very, very angry, large buzzing thing came out. It was a huge, huge thing. I'm not even sure if it was a wasp. It might be some, I thought it might be some variant of species that I hadn't heard of before. Oh, there it is. Oh. I really annoyed it yesterday. Where's he gone? I'm not going too near that. Anyway, that was that. So that was a bit of progress. I did have Izzy trimming the brambles down a bit. I can't see much evidence of it, but she did have a go with some secateurs, just so that we've got access to the lane when we do the move. We need to get some stuff out of the shed. They can get a little bit overgrown. Yeah, in my younger days I did have a whole row of runner beans growing there. I had broad beans in this patch. Still remnants of some strawberries. I had dug out patches with courgettes in. It's all self-seeded back over with lawn now. I had spinach. I think I had spinach by there. Yeah, all sorts of things. It was awfully high maintenance though, and kind of gave up on it after a while. Well, I'm not going to have a garden for much longer. Maybe I'll have one again one day. I don't know if the new people will want the butt or the compost bin. That's a question I should ask the estate agent, I suppose. They might not. So we're off to IB's house again later today, ready to go to college in the morning. Oh, I should say, also out of the shed, I did drag a few things into the house for cleaning and repurposing. Things that I thought were too good for recycling, but maybe could go to the charity shop. I don't even know what that is or where it came from. It's got lots of attachments, lots of different tool heads. I thought I'd give it a clean and then decide what to do with it. So I was in town earlier. Well, I say town. I walked down to the nearest town and went to the solicitor and we had a chat, and they still don't have the fixtures and fittings form back from my buyer here, so I don't know what they want, because I've offered a few things for them to either not have or buy if they want. Like for instance, both the cabin beds upstairs and a huge shelving unit and a few little things like that. Also the cooker, I haven't included it because who's going to want it? It's knackered, but it does work. So I've said if they want it, I'll leave it. Otherwise I'll dispose of it. So I'm still waiting to hear about that. I can't believe how sleepy I feel today, and I still can't believe I had a nap. I went up to the loft with the full intention of getting this camera and doing that, and then I saw my bed and I thought, oh, do you know what, I could just lie down for 5 minutes, and that was the fatal mistake. My house is looking like this at the moment. I brought a few more boxes down from the loft, I haven't packed them yet, and some suitcases. I reckon I can put books in suitcases. The latest charity bag is that big now. Anyway, this isn't the proper vlog today. I just wanted to update you about the shed stuff before I went off on my travels again and didn't have a chance to film it. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye!